Hi, everybody, and welcome to Liga 3C for the English chess players. And we will also drop in on the English women in League 14A. And we will also pop in on Chester Chess Club, which is Colm's club, in Liga 9C. So we're going to be covering a lot of players tonight. Okay, let's first of all, I'm just going to try and share this one. You have to tell me if this works. Okay, what can you see, Colm? Can you see?
I see Liga 4C team battle.
Brilliant. That's what you're meant to see. Okay, so who do we have tonight? We have VKT Chess. We have Minkfitz. We have Stambad, Henny Penny, KH Swampy, Kappa Strength, and English Chess. Okay, and Stambad's going to be playing. So Stambad is one of our youngsters, Stanley Badachoni, and I had the pleasure of playing against him only about a week ago at 3-minute chess, and he was just way faster than me, and he won quite easily. We've got Minkfitz, we've got VKT Chess, we've got a good team tonight. We would hope to get a few more players, though, because I think it's the top 8 scores that count, and we have 7 players at the moment, so we can get more people with their scores counting. Hi, Minkfitz. Hi, Stambad. Lovely to see you. Okay, and the games are going to start now in just 45 seconds. I'm going to flick to the other one. So in team English women, we have Hamble Willow, Ibotas, and Bunny77. And in Chester Chess Club, we have Dissonant Harmony, Schadenfreude Gut, Villa Park, Frankel 1, Stevo Chess, and EFC 1985. And you can tell me a little bit more about those players later. I know Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude is Phil Crocker, who is he the president of your club?
He is. Hi, I'm Colm. I play for Chester Chess Club. I've been there for the last decade now. So there we have Mike, is Dissonant Harmony.
Okay.
And Schadenfreude is Phil, and then Villa Park is John Carlton, and you got Steve. You've met Steve before as well. We got EFC 1985. I think that's Dax, and
Okay.
This gang of players, this group have been. I've been playing for the last year on this, and
Excellent.
I'm not sure. I think the quality is going down and the score is going up.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, only
Right,
the second week they've been in Division 9.
Okay, so English chess players, we are going to start. Oh, we've got Knight of Spring has just joined. Welcome, Tim. Let's start with Minkfitz, who is playing black in this game. And we're getting some exchanges. What do you think of this Colm? He's white seems to be keen to swap off a whole lot of pieces. So maybe it's, because sometimes in the arena, there's a strategy for the strongest players to have a quick draw in round 1 and then hope to get a weaker player next, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, and with this one here, black should be pretty happy, I think, because well, there we go, especially with e5, blocking in that bishop, kicking the pieces back, and maybe getting a little bit of majority, going straight for a pass pawn straight through the middle. Whether or not they can make that
I like this play from Minkfitz. It's kind of nice aggressive play, going for this pass d pawn.
Yeah, and then there was, and I had to.
Not a pass d pawn. He's going for a nice outpost for the bishop.
Yeah, and shutting in White's bishop is brilliant there, because the natural way to get that bishop out of there with f3, gonna have to play king f1, then f3, and then the bishop back. There's a whole rake of moves to go in there first. The question is that pawn on b2 hanging? It was,
yes.
I think, but is it anymore?
Takes.
A strategic f6 by black might be useful here as well.
Yeah.
Because there are a couple of tricks and traps, but
f6 he's played. He's reading your mind, Colm.
And now the king can come straight up to e6 if it wants to, but you really want to win one of these pawns on the queen side.
Yeah.
So maybe the knight will come back into d5, and from there just cause trouble, like on b4.
Yeah. If you could choose, I think if I could choose, I would choose to play black.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe even rook to b1 for black there, I would have thought just before that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's coming in. And white's... black's... Ooh.
Oh, no, knight
No, there's
pins.
oh, clever.
Oh, it's all very
There was a
clever.
fork. So if you just retake the rook, there's a fork. But Minkwitz has found rook takes b3, which is good. And keeping attacking that rook. So yeah, I can't now work out.
Oh, rook b6. I think white might have got
Oh, it's got to be good for white, unfortunately.
knight back to d5, quick. But it's too late.
Oh, unlucky Minkwitz. Okay.
Loads of lovely little tricks and traps in there, weren't there?
Yes, it was nice tactics there. Okay, we've got Wood Pusher. Let's see Wood Pusher. So Wood Pusher is Mike Harris. So who is playing black in this game?
Oh, you can't like that e6 square. Maybe f5 just to because you couldn't let that square get so weak anymore. But now black's safe to castle on the king's side.
Yeah.
Is black just a straight? Oh, yeah, castling before.
Yeah, black's got the bishops now. And so the question is, how do you play that? Because he could bring this knight round, couldn't he? At some point, maybe not straight away, but just into there, that might be quite tasty.
He's offered the a pawn there to get the bishop out.
Yeah, you maybe don't even have to take that. You could still maybe try this plan.
I would love to take it though, except for I suppose white wants to play the knight into d4, wants to make a hole there.
Yeah, I
don't know if it's effective at all. And now this light squared bishop, does it go to d7, overprotect both pawns, and it becomes stagnant, or
it's defended with the queen for now.
I suppose all the pawns on the dark squares for white are just a little bit weak, and white's dark squared bishop is just a big pawn.
So here and here, maybe. Oh, so could you even take? You can't take this one now because of the knight here.
Not yet, but
you're lining up at some point.
You're certainly getting there. Well, why not a simple f4? Where's the bishop going?
f4 takes.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, let's prepare it.
Yeah.
We could get silly even, and
Colm, we like getting silly, don't we, in this commentary?
Yeah.
3 minutes. Minkwitz, that's not too fast to you. You're absolutely fine with 3 minutes. But I tell you, those tactics were too fast for me. Yeah, now you've got to watch out for mate, which Wood Pusher has. And Wood Pusher is swapping queens. Now, what do you think of this endgame? I suppose it's a bit of a bad bishop against a
good knight. Yeah. The only...
But the b pawn's on, isn't it? Can you just take this b pawn?
The whole shooting ball match. Black's going to lose if black just sits there, I guess. So you got to do something. You want to swing one of your rooks at least around.
I would just take the pawn on b2. So that might be asking for trouble. It could be asking for trouble.
I think we said a good knight versus a bad bishop, and if they were the only pieces on the board, then definitely yes. But yeah, take the pawn now, because I don't know how.
Which one do you want to take? The one on b2 or the one on c5?
B2 is good because now you have a genuine threat in rook b1, and
then rook b. Look at this, everyone. Rook b1, king here, and well, you could. It's only a check though. It's not a mate. It's only a check.
It is, but when you swing it around, then you got other possibilities. Like you want to get your queen into it as well, don't you?
Yeah. And the other thing is, right, if white doesn't drum up any threats, you can take on a2 and then just queen this.
Yeah. White's having a serious think here.
Yeah.
Where's white's threat? I mean, the logical... you could start with white with rook to h3. Because then the second rook couldn't swing around. And it's got a credible threat of rook h7 check.
Yeah, that looks a bit scary to me.
Yeah.
You'd have to defend. You could defend like with what do you think of... I'm just looking at it. Rook h3 and then a defensive move like that.
Yeah.
But then you've got... Can't you like check here and like queen in or something? Oh, he's done more.
The whole shooting ball match. Well, I think maybe rook b1 first, because at least then you could swing the a rook over for free. Can you take it? I don't think you can take it.
What happens if you take? What if you just take here?
Then rook g3 check.
Come back. Yeah, he's put that in first. I think that's right. But I think, can you not take now? If you don't get mated, it's probably a good idea to take.
Yeah.
It's a big if, though. I
think that's got to be exactly.
I wouldn't throw in a check with my rook, because then he can move this rook and block.
And you've also got the queen swinging over then as well. Or
yeah.
So it's...
I would take this rook if I... Oh, no, he has done that. Okay.
And queen f8. No.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Queen f8 played. He's going to block with his rook, isn't he?
Now, the dangerous move must be rook h3 with rook to f6. But can the king just run away? I think the king might be able to just run away here. Maybe all the way to c7.
Knight in. Ooh, I'm not sure I like this anymore, I have to say. The knight can...
It's getting scary, but...
It is getting scary. So, like, rook h8. Then you just go king e7. He's doing a pincer attack.
Swing it all the way back around the other side?
Yeah.
Well, just rook to h. Check there would have worked anyway, because then you could have played rook takes b8.
Oh, there's a bit of a double check lined up here now with knight takes e6.
I think people should be obliged to play double checks if there is one. It should be a new rule.
New rule. He's done it. And then queen e8. Queen d8 is going to be good, isn't it? Because then you take the bishop.
Oh, no.
It's all right. We're cheering black. We don't mind.
I'm not sure black has any moves left here.
Ooh. Well, I suppose you could take the... Checkmate. Unlucky Mike.
Well,
that was quite a good game by white, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's very nice to give checkmate with a pawn.
Okay. Oh, we've got a lot of players tonight. This is very nice. Let's see. Mint, let's go. Ooh. Wait a minute. Mint, let's go is in trouble. Playing against a much higher rated player who has berserked, but has 27 seconds. I think that should be enough. Okay. I will switch back. Let's see. Henny Penny. So Henny Penny is black here. Against Don Quixote. And Henny Penny has done some kind of... I always call it the Clarendon Court with that pawn structure, f5 and c5 as well.
It's probably just going to remove the bishop there, because the knight's not doing anything on that side of the board. Black's got a bit of a problem, I think, insofar as it's difficult to see where black's play comes from.
Yeah. Maybe get the knight in somewhere. He's bringing the queen round. Okay. Now, do we want to swap queens? Knight g4. Okay.
The knight looks great up there. I'm not sure it's going to do anything. How can black bring the pieces into the game here?
Yeah, queen, and he's going to bring another rook to somewhere.
Yeah, a rook to d8 to play d6 and try to break the center.
Maybe, but I would be then worried about this pawn. Okay, white swapped off now the pieces. Okay, so we're in a rook ending. Yeah, takes that, and we've got a queen e3. Now, how is this? Where
this is ooh, it's almost clever, but you'd have to fancy white's chances of pawn up here, even if it's not a very good pawn.
Yes. Yeah, you want to kind of. How can you block that many? Like b5 or something to block.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Yeah, b5 was necessary, wasn't it?
I don't think it would have done the trick though.
No.
Hi, Monsopiad. Okay, I think white is going to break through here.
Yeah.
Don Quixote. Yeah. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, Henny Penny's counterattacking and trying to get this H pawn going, which is a good idea, but it's not going to be fast enough, I think. Yeah. Okay. I think we trust white to win this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see the Knight of Spring. No, my chess 51. Let's see.
Who's my chess 51? Do we know?
No, I'm not sure that I know. I probably should know. My chess 51 plays often. Yeah. I can't even look in the background because I think I'm sharing my whole window, so I don't want to do any look in the background, but you can have a look in the background and see if you can find any information. Sometimes they say it on their profile. I think my chess 51 might play a lot of different variants, if I'm remembering correctly.
Well, it's not doing badly here at all. I mean, B takes C, or do you play the nice way first, and then you're threatening rook.
Well, this knight's on freeze, isn't it?
Yeah, but if B takes C, then rook takes D3 afterwards.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, so okay, so maybe just take here. Knight moves. Well, this also covers that threat, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a bit worried about this pawn coming.
It's on its way, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. It's going to be difficult for it to progress past C3.
True, that is true.
It's sort of a you'd like black position here, though. I think.
Yeah, but okay. So say I was going to think queen here.
Maybe the other knight there would have been better. Keeping pressure on the pawn.
Oh yeah, got the queen on c3. Yes, okay, queen on d3. Black might even go f5. Yeah, it's done it. So white would really like to be able to take this pawn on c3. Otherwise, it's just going to be really annoying.
It might be worth playing a crazy dangerous move like g4.
Let's see your crazy dangerous move, g4.
Yeah. Because the light squares aren't weak in front of the king, and having played f5, black has opened up their own king a little bit. So getting that knight off that e4 square is important.
I think my chess is shuffling the knights around and getting that other knight in. No. Yep.
It's done well there. Maybe black is playing bishop a7 to swap off the bishop that isn't doing much for one of those two knights, so they can't occupy both outposts, which might leave d2 as an outpost as well. But white is cramped.
Yeah, I have to say I do like it for black at the moment, just because. Yeah, because that passed pawn on c3 now, it really does cramp the position, and it's defended now as well by another pawn. Okay, but that knight's not too exciting there on g3, is it?
No. It looks like one of my dodgy moves where you're setting up crap. Like the bishop x-rays the attack on the knight, so you want the queen to take the knight so you can like maybe play
a trick. Yeah. That's one of your tricks.
Oh no. That's one of my two tricks.
Oh. Okay.
Straight into it? Oh.
Right. What happens if you recapture? I would just recapture.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And queen over to e5, but
so what?
Because
now we've got a choice, right? We can play f4
or knight
not f4, just knight f4.
Yeah, threatening the other knight. Oh, yeah. I think black's made a boo-boo here.
White's getting right back into this.
What was black's
plan? Oh, now take it, because you can't even take. You got a queen take e3 because you can't even take the knight.
Come on, my chess.
My chess. This is looking good.
and then after queen takes, knight back to e2, maybe if necessary, because the king's going to move somewhere. But
I would have just taken the knight straight away.
Now,
this is looking dangerous now, because
this is horrible now, because
no, because queen
checkmate.
Not checkmate. I think not checkmate, is it? But
queen,
but bishop g3's
bishop.
So is it checkmate? No. Not checkmate. Not checkmate. So
the queen comes back out.
Still unclear, you know.
Yeah.
Come on, my chess.
Yeah, my chess is down on time here, but
yeah, but up material.
Yeah, that black king is wide open as well.
Yes. Although I do still like black's pawn on c3, I have to say.
Yeah, it's probably worth the exchange, especially now with the bishop attacking e3. But I'm not sure if it's worth too much more. White's main problem is the difficulty in swinging one of the rooks into the game.
Yeah.
Which black has just resolved.
Okay.
there's a cheap checkmate trick was going in there, wasn't it?
Yeah. So white would like to swap off a rook if possible.
I think it was also possible there for black just to play c2 when white played rook d1.
Yeah, I think rook d1 before not go rook e5.
Yeah. Well, I think black will probably pick up the b pawn as well on b3 there.
Yeah, this is looking good for black.
And it's pretty unstoppable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's check, yeah. Yeah, you can't. I think you have to go queen rook g5. Oh, it's not really enough. It's not really enough.
As you said, queen takes g3.
And queen takes g3, I think, would have been fine. Hi, Ocelot. How are you doing? Okay. Unlucky my chess. Okay, we are jinxing absolutely everyone, Colm. Let's see Dinan. So Dinan is white here. And what was this? What opening was this? Sicilian. So equal on material.
Oh, no. Oh, well, this queen on pre.
Oh, well, that's good. We'll take that.
Yeah. Next game.
Next one. Well done, Deanan. There we are. We anti-jinx. We jinx Deanan.
The jinx is broken.
That's more what we want to do, right? Okay. So good. That was Deanan. Let's see Knight of Spring. Knight of Spring with 1 second left. Come on, Knight of Spring. You can play fast here. Oh, against Don Quixote, who we saw earlier. Now, Knight of Spring does have increment, so it is still possible, but it has to be very, 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 very quick. Now he's up to 4 seconds now, but against a minute. Right, how's the position? Queen up. Queen for 3.
We want to play, in the end, we want Queen G7 checkmate is what we want. So get the queen.
We do want a Queen G7 checkmate. It's exactly what we do want. Yeah, and we have to play in. Okay, 5 seconds, up to 5 seconds. He's gained 3 seconds since we've been watching.
Threatening. Oh, you can take the knight.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm loving White's position.
Nice.
Yeah, White's got it now. You can take that one as well. Take them all.
Take them all.
And now, is the F-pawn going to decide it?
Maybe. So we've got to defend that knight. Yeah, okay, check. Oh, does that work?
Yeah. It's not ideal. That's definitely not ideal.
Doesn't work.
No, I think a little
what's
queen
going on
check
here?
first somewhere.
No, take your queen off the... Why doesn't he take the queen off the line of the rook?
Okay, there's a theme developing. I don't know. Can White get over?
No,
White gracefully
it's
over. It's
too late. Knight of Spring. I think. Oh, unlucky. Okay. Let's see, who have we not seen?
I think we should stop following Don Quixote.
Yeah. Let's see Stambad. Got to see Stambad. Now, is he berserking? No one's berserking tonight, actually. None of our guys. So Stambad is a pawn down. That won't bother him. He'll he'll conjure something up, I'm sure. Actually, his opponent's very strong. Makarian Emil, 2383.
It's a difficult position for White, isn't it?
Yes, it is tricky for Stambad.
Oh, I thought he moved king to the other side. Like king to d5 there looked like the go.
Yeah, activating his rook's got to be the right thing there. But this does look losing. Not to put too fine a point on it.
Yeah, the one pass pawn is difficult. 2 is no fun.
Yeah.
And the black king has so many nice squares to hide on if it wants to, while the other pawns get pushed. But the knight can't really be attacked. The light squared bishop doesn't have much to attack as long as the rook's on the second there.
Yep. All right, we will leave Stambad with this one, and we will look at another one. Okay, how are we doing? What about VKT chess against Kartoffelkaker? Isn't that potato cake? Kartoffel. Kartoffel's German for potato, for sure. Okay, anyway, we are black here. We've opened the G file, and it's another one of these positions. You know, we had it in that other game where these two pawns are kind of blunting this bishop over here. Yeah. We've got the bishop here. White's just offered a draw. Kartoffelkaker offered a draw. VKT chess is having none of it and is playing on. And lining up here. I quite like it for black, I think.
The only issue there with black at the moment is that the exchange for a pawn, which is better in this situation, as once those rooks get activated, I would have been very tempted to take bishop almost straight away.
Yeah.
Just to come down onto that f6 pawn.
So white's threat now is sort of here and then just here, right?
Very much that sort of thing. And also the knight on g6 is stuck to the defense of e5 while that's happening, or you might even find a sacrifice being played.
Okay, VKT chess moves the bishop out of the way, which is probably a very good idea, right? Okay, and white's going to try and take on f6. So, yeah. Ooh, what's the flop?
I think it's standard attack to some degree, but forcing the pieces away.
G7, yeah. Right. Do we swap our queen for 2 rooks? We do.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
And now c5, that's a lovely pawn to win, isn't it? Because it breaks up.
Oh.
And now the queen's in. I like
it good for white, doesn't it?
Yeah. VK chess is in trouble now.
Yes. I think so. Yeah, because the e5 pawn might go as well.
Yeah, it kind of had to go, or else one of the pieces, and now there's no stopping a d pawn like that.
Yep. Oh, rook f7, rook f7, rook f7.
Strikes.
Look, 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 look.
Oh! Oh, it was so close. Oh, the bishop could have held the d pawn after all.
Oh.
And this is why we should never look back on our games or ask the computer for analysis afterwards, because we might think that we've played really well, and by and large have. But I'm afraid white should really, really win this from
White's going to win this now. All right. Shall we not see all these pawns queening? Okay, let's not. Okay, let's see Macbeth. So, Macbeth is playing against Art Petrosian, who is a strong player, 23-37, and has berserked.
I really like Art's position.
Do you? Yeah.
It's because black hasn't developed at all, almost.
Oh, no. Well, okay, Black. I do agree. Black's got this weak c pawn, but now Black's got the bishop pair.
Yeah.
Is it so bad?
Well, it's just switched. 5 moves ago, I loved White's position, and now I don't like it so much at all.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be difficult to move the central pawns.
Yes. Is White now? Whoa, 2 pawns up, is it? It's 2 pawns up though, which is always a pain. But what can Macbeth do? Just get the rooks on open lines and try and take pawns. Yeah, queen b4 is sensible, isn't it? Trying to look to just take on b2. Getting Art Petrosian to have a good think. Oh,
that might be
allowing
mistake.
it. Oh no, attacking the queen. Wait a minute, what's going on here?
Oh, queen takes queen looks good, and then knight takes queen, and then pawn takes pawn in the center, and the d pawn would then become very weak. Could have gotten one of the pawns back there quite easily.
Couldn't he have just taken? Could he have taken on b2 before, maybe?
Yeah, although you'd risk d6 getting played.
Yeah. Okay, so queen c5, good. Going to come in next with rook c2, and the e pawn is only defended by the queen at the moment.
Yeah. So again, the b pawn can't be defended here.
No, come on, Macbeth. This is looking okay. So it can just take. Can we just? Oh no, the queen is attacking the queen again.
Yeah, you could exchange queens.
Exchange queens and take on b2 is possible.
Yeah,
it's not too bad, is it? It's not too bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done it. Oh,
Oh,
no, not that one. Take on b2.
How often does it happen that the person who's geblitzed has their opponent play quicker than them and make mistakes like that?
Okay. Now I think arbitration managed, but 37 seconds. No, with an extra rook, it'll be fine for white, I think.
He'll get the nice up.
Unlucky Macbeth, because that was looking quite nice.
Yeah. That one other pawn, and given the time difference, you would
right. Monsopiad. Now I should know who that is. Has won a nice game. Okay, but I don't know. Let's see Ocelot. Okay. Ocelot's black. We're playing lots of games of black here, aren't we? Okay. So Ocelot is gonna. I was gonna say come into f5, but white's getting this wall of pawns.
That said, the white king is wide open.
Yes. Oh, but this is tricky because there's going to be g5 coming in afterwards. So you have to take back with the. Yeah, well, g5 is this.
Gonna have
it depends if I was going to say rook g6. This.
The material imbalance is a bit much.
Yeah. There's going to be too much material. I think it's too much. You're not playing in Liga Monsopiad. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is going to be a tricky one. Okay, because I'll just hop around from between games quite a bit today because we've got a lot of games. We didn't yet see David Wilson. So let's see David Wilson against Matman. Okay, so we've castled queen, both sides castled queenside, looks like. And
is that a very strange move? Pawn take pawn on pawn, check. Oh,
I think white should have played pawn takes pawn, but there's now f5 looks like a really nice move. I think. I'll take that. So black's pawn up. No, in fact, a piece up, isn't it? Black's a piece up.
Yeah.
Excellent. Looking good for David Wilson against Matman. So, okay, so the thread is to take this knight. Now we just... I sort of feel like we should be able to just swap everything off.
Well, the piece difference has disappeared.
Was I miscounting everything?
I think it was a ghost. I think white had one to take back almost.
Okay. But it is a pawn.
Yeah, it's a substantial pawn as well, isn't it? The bishop on a6 is pretty useless, as is.
True. And now, so David's threatening to come into here, forking. Yeah, and white is a bit tangled, really. But can this knight uncover an attack on this knight anywhere?
Looking for a useful square.
Yeah. Check.
Ooh, now it's getting dangerous for that little bishop.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because you can't actually get your king next to it to take it.
But it's kind of tied down. I think white might want to play b4.
Yeah. Oh, now we must be able to win this bishop. Surely. Oh, yeah. Just take that, take the rook, and then king a7, right?
Oh, but is that... I was thinking maybe, yeah.
I think black should have something here. I think we just have to drop back to b7, don't we? Which isn't exactly what we want, but should be fine.
White want to liquidate into a rook pawn ending that looks fairly drawn.
And on top of it, thinks black was also a piece up. Yeah, I missed what was going on there. I think black was a piece up.
Oh, I'm wrong about it being a draw and ending.
No, black.
Bring the rook back to the
but white's threatening quite a nasty check there on e7.
Does rook back to the c file save it?
Yeah, I think that was would have been a good idea, Colm. Rook to the c file.
Oh dear.
Sort of
and
across
now
there
we like white position.
Oops. Yeah, so maybe you just go rook b5 and.
Yeah, you're a move quicker with rook b5. Black wins again. Although, does white gain a tempo after exchanging the rooks?
Oh, so how is this king pawn? Okay. There. No, I don't think so. I think this is good for David, as long as nothing bad happens.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to swing the rook back around to defend that last pawn. So yeah, black's one. It's one game for black, isn't it? Just bring the king to the h file. Bring it up even to e6 or.
Yes, no, you're right, aren't you? Because the black pawn's quicker than this white pawn.
And the queen's with check, which is always nice.
Check. And then yes, check, and then we can take on b6. Lovely, David. Nice. And
the joy of 3+2 is you're never going to lose these ones on time.
Yeah. Lovely, well played, sir. Okay.
Even showing a nice technique with the queen and the rook playing together.
Yeah. Okay, who have we not seen? KH Swampy, I think we didn't yet. KH Swampy here is pushing all the pawns up on the king side, going for a checkmate. I like that nice pawn in on g6. In fact, it's just going to win a knight.
Yeah.
And we've even got bishop h5 at the end if we want to pick up an exchange as well.
I think black might go put the kettle on.
Yeah, this is very nice for KH Swampy. Okay, I'd still go bishop to h5 check, I think. Or rook in. Yeah, you probably got something better.
And then rook back to 6.
Rook h6. Oh yeah, queen there's good as well. Oh, king. Now king forward. Have we got a mate?
Might as well give him the bishop, the other bishop as well.
Yeah, I think we have to give the other bishop as well, just to, for good measure. Yeah, okay, there we are. Give him the other bishop. And then queen f3, is that mate?
Queen g3 looks good. And bishop.
Was that one mate? Queen f3.
I guess if you're playing a game like this, you don't want it to end too.
No, that's true. You don't. You're absolutely right. You don't want it to end too quickly. Now, what about queen d3 though? Now.
Queen e4. Or,
well done, KH Swampy. Okay.
What about lady chess players?
Say again?
The lady chess players in the other division.
Yes. Okay. Let's look at the other divisions. We didn't see Piscator. I'll just see if Piscatorix. No. Okay. Let's do that. So the English women. Let's see. They're in 5th place at the moment. So very good. And let's see Night Ski. Okay, so Night Ski against Rizzo. And right, so how is this? White is level on material, but this bishop on f4 looks like in a threatening position. You might drop the knight. Oh, if you drop the knight back to d3, then just rook.
Yeah. You got the bishop taking the pawn and the rook away. So
yes, this is. I think White's in trouble. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Bunny. Oh no, Bunny is not playing a game right this second. Let's see, Caterham. Okay. Would this be some kind of... What was this? We're right near the start. A Caro-Kann.
It has a... Yeah, Caro-Kann is it's a difficult one for black to even try to get an advantage out of the exchange variation. But this isn't a bad position at all.
It's comfortable, isn't it, for black, though? Black's fine. Yeah.
Taking with the H pawn.
Yeah. And then...
So black has as many squares available as they might want. Ultimately, that's a dangerous...
I tell you what, look at the rating of the player who's white.
Yeah.
26-12. He's a really strong player. I was because I just noticed the score that Caterham was like 0-7 against his player, but I've just seen their rating and they're really, really strong. So,
I think that might be...
There's a fork. There's a fork.
Yeah. And there's no obvious attacks in this.
No,
afterwards. White might even leave the king in the center just for a little bit, but once
Colm, you can't straight away.
That's because
straight away after you said that.
Sacrifice the bishop. No.
You were looking for bishop a6 and.
Yeah, I mean, there's
it's
no
probably
real
a good move what White did, isn't it? To be honest, just blocking up those f pawns.
Yeah, and stopping the advance through the center.
Yeah,
I was thinking that White wanted a rook on the c file and to be pushing their own c pawn. So ideally, would want to play something like h3 and put the rook that's on h1 on c1.
True. Well, this is uncovering the attack on that bishop, but obviously White saw it.
Or because bishop back to d3 covers all threats as well.
Yep. Queen out the way. Yeah, we can't really put a rook on the c file though, can we? That's the problem. So this is looking tricky, I would say.
Good on Caterham for keeping the queens on, keeping it alive.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe bring a rook up. You know, just try and swing a rook round, perhaps.
Yeah, it's a very useful place for a rook to be because it can go to b6 or c6 or allow the other rook onto the e file, but now one of the rooks has to come off.
Yeah. Oops.
That might be the slip that White needed to finish it.
Yeah. All right, unlucky. Okay, let's see who else we have. Ibotas, is Bunny playing yet? No. Humble Willow, no. And Zuka, and let's see Fimonas. Is Fimonas playing? Not at the moment. Okay, let's have a look at Chester Chess Club. How are they doing?
Now, there's a comment on the left-hand side saying that one of Chester's players isn't holding up their end of the bargain and should join and should play a few games. Now, I've talked smack about everybody else, so I should join in and have smack talked about me. So I'm going to do this over here on this machine.
Okay. Oh, Black was a FIDE master. Yeah. Sorry, HHE, he who was playing against Caterham, is FIDE master from Germany. Thank you, Monsapiad. Okay. So we've got Stevo Chess then playing White. Is this his usual opening? Do you think? Do you know? Is it?
Yeah. That's
London system.
Stevo. He loves the London system, and he can get some very good attacks out of it.
Yep. He's playing a 24-21 here, so playing a strong player. I'm sure that won't phase him though.
Oh no, Steve will even Kublitz against the 2400.
Oh really? Yeah.
He has no fear.
Okay. So what would you do? Like c4? Or is he more of a c3 very solid type player?
I have to admit, I've deviated. I'm playing a game against a guy called Max Brower, because my compatriots have advised me that
you're playing, are you?
Any contribution whatsoever. So
all right. Well, we'll go on to your game for a moment, and then we will pop back. Okay, so you're on just. Okay, Colm. Excuse me. Right. Excuse me. Okay, Colm, you are playing. Tell me about your opening.
What was this? This was d4, c6, c4, d5, and White's basically just playing for as much space as possible. And now there's a conundrum. So
right, are you gonna? I wouldn't take. I would just maybe put my rook on the d5.
I love passed pawns. If I can get a passed pawn, if I can get this pawn to d6, I hope, Max, you're not listening. I hope you're the only person not listening today. But I want this pawn on d6 and pushing the bishop back.
This looks nice, actually, your position.
Yeah, and just cramping the whole thing down. Pawn on, do I? Well, no harm in this.
You're thinking of sacrificing?
Well, I think
you've got to for the crowd. The crowd wants to see.
The crowd want to sacrifice. Then the sacrifice it must be.
Oh, I wouldn't. I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of sacrificing a knight, and then.
What? Oh,
but never mind. The crowd still supports this sacrifice.
I think it's still
it's perfectly good. Yeah. Because you've still got this nice.
Not the worst. I'm sure I've played worse games. Can't remember when. We'll play the queen over.
Yeah, this might not be too bad because, now this is all right. I shouldn't tell you moves, should I, Colm? Because that's
no. I might even think here. So, pawn on, no, the knight up. Well, the knight up has to be played, doesn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Not to play it and then into here in
E6, you got a nice follow-up.
Aerial back. It's kind of the least I can do after playing a sacrifice.
Yeah, you got to do this stuff. You're even threatening mate in 1 here.
But you know me. Is that if I've got a slight material, I'd much prefer a 1 pawn.
Much prefer a slight material advantage than mating. Oh gosh.
So checkmate was threatened.
Very good. Well done.
Okay, I'm going to pause there because I'm going to pretend I always play like that.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to be. A good way to be. All right. Let's see Schadenfreude. No, that's not dissonant harmony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike's a really good player. He's very solid in 5-minute chess, and this is by and large, if the game goes on in 3+2 for 60 moves, it's the same pretty much. But he's very good here.
This is looking really good for White.
Yeah, he'd love this sort of position.
Yeah.
A pair of passed pawns is. I'm not sure what Black imagines they can do from here. They're going to steamroll all the way down.
Yes. Okay, but if you block, Black blocks. Okay.
Now the second rook,
in, or are you going to do a rook around?
The rook should become free once the king moves up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And then king in, I think. Oh, but then we've got this. Yeah. Oh, it's a bit complicated now.
So king d4, Black's checking if that's safe. It looks safe, doesn't it?
So king d4.
Rook c1.
We'll have to go rook back. Yeah.
Ooh,
can we go b7?
Always, definitely, yeah, for sure. Every because the white king is safe. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
And yeah, you want to get your king over there. I think the only thing White wanted
King
more
e3
was
now. Yeah.
get the king over to that side of the board earlier, and even to d3.
Just slightly tied up, isn't it?
Yeah. Interesting. Black's king doesn't have any move on the board if so he's creating a square. Yeah.
You might as well take this and rook d1, mightn't you? And
Yeah. Cut the king off and get the rook in behind. That then White's won, I think, because the pawns can't be attacked then.
Well, you could go rook c7 here and attack this one. Oh, but then c6 is check, so you can play that. Look, c6 gives the check across here.
You should move the king back first.
Yeah, now I'll go here, check. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I think it's impressive how quick Mike is with these moves.
Yeah. And now just defend this pawn.
But again, from the same b6 position?
Yeah. Like this. I think this is good.
Yeah.
And then bring the king in.
And the king over to the king's side to steal it, or?
Yeah, I would have left my rook on. I think I personally would have left my rook on d1 and brought my king in, but this is fine, isn't it? This is good.
Yeah. They swap.
Oh, now rook. Yeah.
And then queen check.
And king in. Very good. Well done, dissonant harmony.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do one more of these and then head back. Who do you want, Villa Park or Frankel?
Villa Park.
Villa Park. Here we go. They've got these early h4, h5 in.
Is this a center counter or?
You thought it was sort of Caro Khan. Let's just show you.
Oh, this is a highly theoretical variation.
Does Villa Park like his theory?
Oh, he loves his Caro Khan. He was playing it long before you and I were born. So he knows the position very well. White hasn't really made any commitment to the position, like which side to castle, where to place this dark squared bishop.
I think White's going to just take this bishop on d6 and then and then have the bishops and he didn't at all. Completely not what I thought he was going to do.
Exchange light squared bishops is good for black, and then maybe knight to b6. Yeah, because typically, in the Caro Khan, it defends the f7 square and tries to switch rook takes, and then bishop takes. Oh, that's tricky.
Can't go rook takes.
Yeah,
bishop f4.
And can't really go queen takes. This is a mistake, isn't it? Oh, this is bad. Yeah.
Looking tricky for Villa Park here.
Because the knight's going to come to f7 as well afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, but John's tricky. He's a very tricky player, isn't he? And then
rook can just be taken, I would have thought. Right, what would you do? Bishop takes. Okay, bishop takes.
And then rook to e8, and
rook
then
e8.
I suppose White just plays it cool and leaves.
I would just castle, I think.
Yeah. Kind of has to castle, but then knight back to d7.
Yeah. And then the question is, can you just play? You can just play bishop takes rook, though, can't you? Well, no, can you? No,
well,
wait a minute.
You can, but yeah, that's the more dangerous move,
yeah.
isn't it? Although the second knight on f6 is defending the rook on e8, so knight takes, and white's just 2 pawns up. It's a very pragmatic, sensible way for white to play, I guess.
Yeah.
Knight to g4, maybe.
Yeah, white should move the queen now.
It's difficult to give too much advice here, but again, I suppose knight to g4 isn't happening because of f4, but I'd like to provoke f4 if I was black. Uncover the white king is the best chance.
Yeah. Yep. So,
does white give a pawn back, or play f4 and weaken the king? Oh, it's tense.
Probably plays f4, but
yeah. But then the queen to e7 looks dangerous.
Yeah, and you got maybe like c5 as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Although I suppose
if
oh no, you can't take it because you take it back with check. Yeah, c5's played.
Yeah.
d5.
Are we going to sacrifice for an exchange?
Oh, we might be losing an exchange because if we move the rook, if we move the rook sideways, there's knight d7, isn't there? So you have to go there, and then what? Rook d1 threatening d6. Oh, but then that takes on e5. So
yeah, I think knight takes knight works because you got knight to f3 afterwards with check.
So now, what? Bring the queen in somewhere. Oh, I don't know. Not so easy. c4.
It's a sensible move. Protected pass pawn now.
Well, black's still in this game.
Yeah.
Pawn down though. Pawn down.
And now
can you go rook f8? Because I'm thinking if you go rook f8 and the queen moves out the way, you can double your rooks.
Yeah. And white might not have a fortress left. But this swaps off a queen and rook pair, so I think that will be good enough for white to win now.
Yep. Okay, so rook and pawn ending. Another rook and pawn ending.
Oh, I suppose there's the possibility of, he's threatening rook to e4 to win a pawn. That may not be best. Now, rook to g3?
G3, yeah.
Ooh.
Rook g4, maybe. They might have been better on g.
Yeah, I think so. But rook switch back to d4 and check. Check, then rook moves back.
No, check and take on b3.
But rook to e3. Yeah, I think rook g3 was necessary because now the king invades and white wins.
Yeah.
And the rook holds all the white pawns together, so I think that's that one.
Okay. I think my... Black's resigned. All right, let's head back to the England chess players. And where are we? We are in 7th. Now, what happens is the top 3 teams go up, bottom 3 teams go down, and the rest stay where they are. Let's see Piscatorix, because we didn't see Piscatorix before. Okay. And this has a nice knight on f5. I think one of these other... There's another stream where everyone was saying if you get a knight on f5, it's checkmate. But this one was able to be swapped off. Now, do we have check? Yes, I was going to say Queen Bishop c5 check. 1-0. Well done, Piscator. You could just move the king, couldn't you? Oh, but it's still a piece.
I guess it's the piece up, because then Bishop takes b6.
Well done, Piscatorix. Okay. So, England chess players. Right. Who shall we see? Did we see Stambad? Let's see Stambad again. Against FIDE Master Jivo. Okay, so this time Stambad is material up, but the king could be in danger here. This is a
huge peril.
Yeah, huge peril. Huge peril. You're right. Checkmate. Stambad, we keep seeing you just keep coming to a game just when you're getting checkmated. I do apologize for that.
Another 2600 FIDE Master there.
Yeah. All right, Snow Death. Oh, we've seen Art Petrosian before, haven't we?
Well, I think Snow Death might prefer to play him. Black has developed well, but ends up with this problem bishop on e8.
And drop back.
Ooh, I would have preferred to drop it back.
Would you have dropped back to c2? I was just looking at dropping back to c2. Okay, but I'll tell you what, it's like one of these isolated pawns.
That's a lovely move from Snow Death there. I love that move, because it's very difficult for Black to put any pressure on that queen in the center of the board. And you got a pawn hanging on.
Would you go? I was just going to say, would you go bishop e5 and try and keep this bishop on and play for tricks? Right. You probably have to drop back now, though. G4, is that a move? It's been played.
Bishop takes knight. No.
Back. So, okay. So how does Black... Black's going for this kingside of initiative, but how bad is it? Yes. So if we could just develop rooks, right?
Yeah, it's kind of strange that bishop taking the knight on e4 and then the pawn on f6 would have been hanging. So maybe even the idea, I was thinking of f3 to kick the knight again, to just weaken. But that square is so weak anyway.
Oh, he's trying to take this bishop on e2. I mean, I don't mind this for white, though, because look at those dark squares around Black's king.
The light squared bishop for Black is dreadful. I would have preferred the bishop. If you played something like g3 and bishop to f4.
He swapped queens, though. So.
Watching for a2, but apart from a2, bishop takes.
Rook d1, I suppose. And then give the king some space in a moment. You need to.
What's your technique for playing against somebody who's, say, a few hundred points higher and like blitzes and goes for a minute and a half? Or
So I think Snow Death's doing it right, actually. That when someone's berserked, you do often try and put them into an endgame to run them out of time in the endgame.
So is white looking at rook d1 and then playing the b pawn and then playing the bishop to
I think so. Yeah.
Just checking it's safe, I guess, because they have time to.
Okay, now we do have to move the bishop though. But we could go bishop h6, right? And then rook a2, you can't do it.
Bishop e3 doesn't.
No, I'd go bishop h6 there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Threaten check, mate-ish idea.
You could still, bishop e5 is nice. I like that. Still threatening checkmate. And then
the idea doesn't quite work, but white really needs to give the king a square.
Some space, so maybe we play something like that.
Yeah.
And then check.
Check, and then you can white can win.
Well, do you check or maybe you go rook maybe rook d7 actually.
Take the pawn and then the bishop.
Not now. Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, and then take the bishop. Yeah. How's this?
Ooh, slightly better for black just because the activity of the king.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look terminal, does it?
Well, 18 seconds for black. So, yeah. What if white just kind of, And again.
And again, maybe. And take one. Yeah, move the rook back.
And check.
Now, the difficulty here is the white king's trapped, isn't it?
Yeah, but does it... I mean, couldn't we check a lot? I mean, check...
Oh, it could have played just...
Yes, I know. Only 6 seconds left now.
Yeah. I think white might even win.
Yeah.
By crook rather than by hook.
Oh, that was brave. I wouldn't have taken the H pawn. I'd have just checked. Yeah, take and defend, and then king in.
Yeah, just march that king up and the pawn. The other pawn, just the front pawn.
Yeah.
Front pawn again.
Yeah.
White wins.
Queen it.
Yes.
Well done, Snow Death. Brilliant. Well.
Yeah.
Well defended and then well attacked, counter-attacked. Okay. Let's see. Dino. Let's see. Mint. Let's go. Against Zayat. And so, okay. Oh, this was like a C3 Sicilian, was it? I think it must have been. So, oh no, sorry. There we go. This is where we're at. Mint, let's go. You're more a D4 player, aren't you, Colm, than an E4 player?
Yeah, very, very much. I'm certainly not E4, E5 sort of a player, but the systems are interesting. Difficulty here that black is facing is very similar to the standard problems of a D4, D5 player as black. Is that bishop on C8 looks horrendous at the moment. Question is one of activation. Queen to G4 straight away looks like you're creating threats with the idea of the bishop to H6, and so just the development looks so stinted.
Gosh, look at Zayat. Zayat's played your move, and Zayat's is rated 2761.
Zayat's probably just listening to this. He's
probably following the stream to get a few ideas. Yeah. So bishop h6 is okay.
I'm guessing white really likes their position.
Because black can't go d6 or.
Yeah. Totally tied down.
Yeah. Oh, look, and everything's
yeah. This is checkmate, and we just don't know it yet.
This is going to be checkmate soon, isn't it? So you'd have to go maybe rook e8 to try and get bishop f8 or something to defend. Oh, f6 now.
Yeah. The problem with f6, although it's a breakout move and sort of needed so that they could play d5, is this bishop move.
So how's this? Bishop. Oh no, you can't go bishop b3. Bishop b3. The knight can take. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Threatening to take on f6.
Even still, I think maybe. Oh, I would have played f takes there because.
Oh, but the knight's attacking this bishop here. So you played f takes.
And then d6 because it would have freed the c8 bishop to come out, developing the last piece, and then the other rook could swing over. But now, I would think that yeah, it's really, really tied down.
Yeah. Yep.
And Zayat is the #1 player in the tournament for this.
Is he? Yeah. Well, after this, we'll have a look at how the teams are doing and how the individuals are doing. Right, take on f6. This is huge for white.
Yeah.
And now you can take the bishop with check. And if the rook takes, you've got bishop d6 if you want to.
And then rook down to d8, mate.
Yeah.
Oof. Or well, not mate, but
not mate, but it's
queen. But
yeah.
Even so,
just take
pawn
queen
takes
d6,
queen down.
maybe queen there. Yeah. Book d8, mate. Yeah. Okay. Well done to Zayat. So let's have a look. Zayat is the #1 player. We've just been seeing the player in the lead at the moment for the whole tournament.
It's really tight, isn't it? 2 points.
Yeah, it's a tough old battle. We're in 6th place, respectable 6th place at the moment, but it's so close. Look, for the devotion places, there's now we're in 7th. There's a team just 2 behind. Let's see who's playing at the moment. Let's see. Wood Pusher. David Wilson, Knight of Spring. Okay. And so this is really close to beginning. So let's see all the moves. So c4, English opening. Okay, and here we are.
d5 was a surprising move to me, anyway. But, and given the pawn structure, I suppose with the idea of keeping that d pawn back, but will the d pawn prove weak enough? It's sort of a long play strategy, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that was brave of Black taking that pawn. Will it prove to be a poisoned pawn? I wonder. White might castle, I think.
Yeah, but I think White had really better castle first and
checkmate later.
Yeah, it's got to be worth it for the development, doesn't it? With threats like knight to g5 in this position, and then maybe e5. Black's going to struggle. Maybe the black queen would be better off getting back to e7 sooner rather than later.
Yeah, e5's happened, didn't it? Okay, so that stops knight g5. straight away.
That's why I was thinking that the knight would go up there before the pawn, but
I'm thinking things like I was thinking queen e4 and bishop d3, but black might be able to throw in a knight d6 or something like that.
They've been reading your book, or perhaps I saw on the send out that the ECF does that your and Matthew's course has gone on to Chessable.
That is true. That is very true.
Tell us more about Chessable.
Chessable, yes. So that's it's a very nice way of reading a book, actually, and so you can kind of sort of do it interactive. So we've got videos for all the games, or for a selection of the games in the book, quite a lot of the games in the book, and then you can go and kind of look at key moves and use their Chessable move trainer as well to kind of learn the ideas in the position. It's a good way of learning.
That does sound good.
It is nice. It's really nice, actually. Yeah.
On chess.com, the World Championship being played at the minute. On chess.com, they're pretty much doing that sort of thing, where they cover key moves and so on.
Nice. H5. This. Oh, look at this diagonal here.
And there's H5 and everything it can do, and the queen's coming in it, and that's going to be mate.
This is going to be mate in what do you call it? 3 here.
And
no, it's not. Sorry. Yes, he's done that.
Once again,
but still, it's pretty horrible.
Yeah, the C8 bishop never got going. I guess that was the long-term strategy.
Okay, so how do you finish this off for white? We've got a lovely pin here. We've got this
threatening the queen. So what about the other one? How about bishop?
Knight into.
Yeah, I was liking bishop c4, so that sort of thing didn't happen. And also threatening the queen, and maybe letting the rook down, because you really want something on the 7th now, don't you?
Maybe queen across here to try and get it into the 7th there.
That's nice. Yeah.
This does threaten that.
Yeah.
The pin.
I'm kind of surprised that white let that dark squared bishop out of its box, because now it's become more difficult. I was thinking this wouldn't last long, but
well, maybe what about this one and try and get in? I suppose you could.
Yeah. Now the bishop can come to.
Yes, this is threatening this one, so that's good.
Yeah.
Because all the while, black's defenses are getting a little bit looser, aren't they?
Yeah, just getting stretched and stretched. No, there is a threat. There's a credible threat by black.
Yes.
Queen takes pawn check.
But he has given up a piece for this check, so
yeah, it's a big piece to give up in this game.
Yeah,
because there's no secondary threat, is there? And they need one.
Yeah, because if you go back to h8, we've got queen h5. I think this is looking very, very nice.
Oh, that would be that.
And that is the end.
Yeah.
Well done, Knight of Spring.
It's well worthwhile, isn't it? Especially in blitz chess, playing moves that are threats. Just an accumulation of them. Was it it Bronstein or somebody saying that people can parry threats, but if you play something like 20 of them in a row,
the pressure gets to you. Okay.
Is Yurima just taking a breather?
Come on, Yurima. Play your move and we'll see the checkmate. I want to see the checkmate. I'm not going to wait a minute for the checkmate, though.
That would be me. That would just be me.
There's like only one legal move.
Yeah, yeah.
There's literally only one legal move. You could just put this king right to here, or you could resign. Those are your choices, really. Sitting there for a minute is not really the best.
If Yurima continually sits there, and I might.
Yurima, we are catching this on stream, so everyone is seeing it.
Yeah. And it's going out on the BBC later.
Yeah, probably. At least.
I heard a rumor. And your mother's going to see this, and you've logged off now, Yurima.
Oh, well done, Yurima. Okay. No, we've been a bit mean there. Okay, we'll go back. Anyway, well done, Native Spring. Okay.
You absolutely have the right to check for every possibility, don't you?
It's true. You have the right. You have the right. Okay. So Ferrari fan against Svetlana. Okay. Let's see. We're writing at the start again. Let's see it. Center counter. I'm wondering if this is our Svetlana. No, probably not, because now my brain's going to go brain dead. Who plays in 4NCL? Strong player, always plays long games, very good defensively. It'll come back to me. Svetlana, anyway.
Yeah.
Svetlana Susikova is what I meant. But I don't think it's her, because this is a German team.
She's Ferrari fans kept the pawn structure well.
Yes.
Really like the queenside pawn, and even a pawn down. Does it feel like white's a pawn down?
No. Although
white might have plans like a4 and b5, but
I think I do prefer black, I have to say, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because looks like the pieces are more active to me.
Well, I was thinking with the knight up there, it just looked like that's a piece that wants to swap itself off and get into an endgame of a pawn.
Yeah.
Rook to e1 doesn't help white's cause unless white wants that to happen anyway. I was thinking maybe dislodging the bishop. The bishop is maybe black's most dangerous piece at the moment.
Okay, now is there the threat? Oh, couldn't you have gone a bishop e3? It gives two pieces for a rook, does it? So knight e3 I was talking about. Right. Are you playing, Colm?
Sorry.
Are you playing?
Oh no. No. That was just an interesting position. Finding a knight back move like knight to f1. That's really good. Black has managed to consolidate into an ending where it'd be very difficult for black to lose now.
Yeah. Now it is an extra pawn. It's not a very beautiful extra pawn. What do you think of this then?
Well, I actually quite like.
I would choose black. I'd choose to play black.
I would choose to play white. Yeah.
Would you? White.
And the queen side. I'm not sure that black's going to make any progress on the king side. If black makes progress on the king side and say ends up with one extra pawn over there, I don't think it can be enough to win the game. But if white can stop those pawns, then these pawns on the queen side for black might prove difficult to defend. I'm not sure about that though.
Maybe it'll just be a draw.
Yeah. It looks that way. It looks like another 100 moves. Like knights to a5 here, and repeat.
Yeah.
But the knight can also come to c4.
Yes. There we go.
And then the king back to maybe d6, and then the knight go back, and maybe we repeat from there. I don't know what their goal is here. If they're both trying to win, then absolutely that's very good. But yeah, here's white putting in their plan.
Yes. Okay. So black's going to try and make something now on the king side.
Yeah. White's right to pull back. This is white has no plan for the king side, I guess.
So what about king d6 and king c5? He's gone b4. Right, Ferrari fan. What do you like these knight and pawn endgames? Yeah. Svetlana's running pretty short on time.
And now here's the real question: is where's black going to make the breakthrough? That's a clever enough move, isn't it? And now king to e3. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this might just be a draw.
Yeah. I think they're agreeing.
Okay. Yeah, I think very wise. Okay. All right, we're in 7th, just out of relegation zone. There's a few people we haven't seen at all yet. Tilbs. Let's see Minkwitz again. So Minkwitz against Höllenhund. And what opening was this? From Profsky.
Whoa.
Turning into something like, like the Stonewall Dutch.
Yeah, but without f5 and.
I mean, for white.
Yeah.
A bit like a bird's, I suppose.
White is getting some genuine pressure here.
I like this c-file. Minkwitz has this rook lined up against the.
I'm not sure. Black had to exchange one because that was just way too much pressure against that one.
And the nice thing about this position for white is white can kind of switch across to the king side if he wants to, whereas black's going to find it quite hard to defend over there because you've still got to worry about the c-file.
I think queen a4.
Well, yeah, maybe, but maybe just castle and put your bits on the king side.
Yeah.
Like say, castle queen g4 perhaps, and this knight's still not moving. I suppose black just moves the queen then.
Yeah, black is going to relieve the pressure. It's nice having that pawn on e5 for white because this is. I think black has to remove the queen from all pins on this move, or else it's going to get stuck there. So maybe queen e7 for.
Tell you what, so white has the choice, really, doesn't he, of playing on the queen side or the king side. Okay, so that one. Yeah, I think black's wise to do that and try and reduce the pressure.
But along the lines of what you were saying, now queen to g4 and make
g4 and try and take that pawn.
Yeah, and just taking the pawn.
Or take the pawn straight away. How does that go?
But bishop queen takes rook.
Yeah, so move the queen first.
Yeah. So and then you still got the other threat going, and you will. I think you will win the pawn then.
Right, now Minkwitz was commenting earlier that he found these games very quick, which I do as well. 3+2. Do you like 3+2, Colm?
I love 3+2.
I think it's a great time to try.
3+0, I panic, and then a bus passes by, and my because I'm in my shed here, and my Wi-Fi goes dead for about 10 seconds, and then I find that I'm in trouble on the clock. But 3+2, I've had games that have lasted over 100 moves. So I like it for that reason, that you can, if you get to a one ending, you can just keep it. Okay, so maybe bishop back to b2, or do we want to? Oh, that's clever, bringing the bishop to b4.
Yeah. Knight f5. So how's this going to go? I wonder, actually.
It's difficult to say.
But this bishop's now defending the rook, so this now does open up possibilities of moving this bishop out of the way.
I usually like the idea of sacrifices on the f5 square there, but I don't think that there's enough material to justify it on the board anymore. The dark squared bishop isn't so good for white there. I thought.
I think Minkfitz is going to go for the draw.
Yeah, I think the queen might have to come back to, if white wants to win, queen comes back to e2.
Oh, he's done it. Yeah, he's playing for the win.
Yeah, yeah.
Good one, Minkfitz.
Other thing is, it's fairly safe for white if white wanted to have played the pawn to g4 almost in this position. Before the knight got to where it is. But the king at f2 nullifies that knight pretty well.
Yeah.
And now it's clever, isn't it? With
so
the bishop.
How is this? Column. The queen's in. Yeah, so yeah, as you say, king to f2 could be a good thing to do, because then that releases this bishop from d2. All right, would you swap queens?
Yeah.
You swap queens. Well, I suppose it's bishop against two bishops against bishop and white.
The bishop pair, as the dark squared bishop controls everything, and that black's light squared bishop has nowhere to go and nothing to do. It better swap itself off as quickly as it can.
That's yeah. That's what it's trying to do.
Can you trap it by bishop c2, b3?
You are predicting the game. Yeah. Okay, and now maybe just get the pawn off.
Might just play a3 then.
It's gone a4, yeah.
Even better.
Yeah. So maybe bishop b4. How do you think this one's going to go?
I like white here. I love white if white brings the king over to the queen's side.
Or maybe even coming on the king's side. Like
g3, h4.
Oops, there.
Oh yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they got this one to worry about.
And that's why white saw that and is bringing the bishop back to h6 to defend that, to allow the king to come up, I guess.
And attacking this. Yeah.
In fairness, you've seen loads of the old master games where they move their king from one side of the board to the other side of the board to win a square, and then bring it all the way back again to win the other side instead.
That's not, yeah. Yeah, okay, this is interesting. What about
the pawn's on pre?
Yeah, got it. Oh, well done, Minkfitz. One pawn.
One pawn may not be enough, but it's a very good. Oh, I would swap off that knight a pawn up, though.
Would you? But look, he's threatening d5, isn't he? You could do d5 now, for example. I find in these games you can play it beautifully all the way, and then just something weird happens at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is very nice from Minkfitz.
So how to make progress? Bishop back to f8. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now the bishop wants to trap the knight permanently. And oh, bishop e2. Oh, bishop e2 would have secured the pawn, I think.
Okay. But now we've got bishop g4.
Yeah, he played the bishop up check and then played the d7. And that wins. Ooh.
Oh no, yeah, this
wins too.
This is nice. This is nice.
All roads lead to Rome.
Yes. Well played. I like it. Good endgame, Minkfitz. Yeah. Very, very good.
And this is why I love the 3+2. You're asking about the 3+2. Is if this was 3+0, then Black could win a game like this.
Yeah.
When it got down to 10 seconds there.
Just 1 minute left of the arena. But this is going to be fine for this game. Brilliant. Well done, Minkfitz. Okay, how are these? We are in 7th, so we're just out of the relegation zone. So very good. Atomrod is watching. So that is Keith Arkle, of course. Okay, who do you want to see? What about Attack the King? I don't think we saw. Let's see Piscatorix, because he's in the lead for England at the moment.
Ooh, checkmate following 1 or 2.
And threatening mate. We've joined him at the right moment. Piscatorix, threatening mate.
I think.
Oh no! Oh no! I hope Mal Mess is not going to just wait. Well done.
Well done. Well done.
Well done. Okay, nice.
It's really good sportsmanship when you see that, isn't it?
This is up to 6th. Very good. Very good. Let's see Stambad. No. Let's see Knight Spring. No. Dinan. No. My Chess. Okay, My Chess is playing against Berserking Situdik. Only 10 seconds left, so I don't think this will finish. Okay, 2 seconds. 1, 0. End of the arena. Okie doke. Let's see how we all did, and we'll see. Thanks, Minkfitz. Getting used to 3+2. Yeah, no, well played. So okay, we saw Zayats playing some games. Zayats has finished top of the individuals, and Good Chess Amateurs has won the overall league. English chess players in 6, very respectable. We've had Piscatorix, Dinan, Stambad, Knight of Spring, David Wilson, My Chess, Minkfitz, Henny Penny. I think we managed to see some games of each of those. Well done also to Tilbs, Mincesko, Snowdef, Ketch, Swampy, Ferrari fan, VKT Chess, Wood Pusher, Macbeth Ocelot, Attack the King, CT Hate, Kappa Strength, Overlord, and 1 and 0s. Let's see how the women did. Oh, excellent. Gigantobear has joined the women, and they went up to 3rd place. So they get a promotion next time to League 13C. So big congratulations to them, to Gigantobear and Ziol, Kanitsky, P8, Caterham, Ibotas, Fimonas, Bunny, and Hambel. And let's see also how sorry, have I done this right? Chester Chess Club. And Chester Chess Club finished also mid-table on 6th. And well done there to Dissonant Harmony, Steve Chess, Villa Park, Schadenfreude, Frankel, Mark Cromwell, ECF, and Seabuck for his win. Okay, there we go. Thanks everyone very much for watching. We'll be, let's see if I unshare that, then you can see people there. So English chess players stay in the 4th division. Next game of the Liga is on, where are we now? We're Sunday, it's on Thursday night. Okay, thanks everyone very much for watching.
Thank you all. Have a good evening.